Hey everyone, it's Jody here, your Wednesday host for SelFTMade, and I'm glad to be back, and I hope you guys are glad to be back as well. I forgot what I was going to say, jeez. Um, I am shirtless today, and I told you guys this was going to happen, but I am shirtless because we're talking about body hair this week. And as you can see, I have body hair. It's like this. I'm not very hairy to any extent. I recently shaved my back for a drag show that I was in, but this is what my arm hair looks like. And I haven't shaved my arm or back, my arm hair, my chest hair in a really long time, like over like a year and a half, something like that. And so body hair is weird, but after being on testosterone for 3 years, I kind of view my body hair like I view like the hair on the top of my head. It's something that can be, and even my facial hair, it can be something that can be styled in various ways. And if you're not if you're not into body hair, then shave it off. And if you want maybe to try it out, some body hair after a while, then try it out. Challenge yourself. I know I had to do that with myself, that I did a lot of shaving when I first started tea within the first year, just out of habit. And I just could not break that habit. I was so used to just shaving once a week, once every couple of weeks, that I just kept doing it. And then I never thought I was ever going to have a beard. I was like, no, I would look horrible with facial hair. Maybe a goatee would be okay, but sideburns are definitely going to be available to me. So that's going to be awesome. And that was about the extent of what I thought about body hair. Like, I figured that I would look something like my brother a little bit. And so I kind of looked at the men in my family, like my mom's dad, my grandpa, and then my dad, and then his dad, and my grandpa on his side, and then my brother, and I figured I'm probably going to end up somewhere in this middle, medium, happy spot. Like, I'm not going to be super hairy, but I'm not going to be, like, completely bald. And then after I had top surgery, I started shaving my arm hair and my chest hair because I was, like, hardcore lifting, getting in the gym, pounding it out, and I wasn't seeing the definition of my muscles that I wanted to see with my body hair. So I would shave at least a couple times a month just so I could see that muscle definition, because I was so self-conscious of my body at that point, because I was putting so much effort into working out and lifting that I just wasn't seeing it. So that's my personal take there. But I think that body hair can be playful. I shave my armpits. I don't think that has anything to do with being male or female. If you don't like armpit hair, get rid of it. I think that armpit hair is disgusting, and it's more disgusting to see, like, guys that lift up their arms, they have all this armpit hair, and then, like, their deodorant's, like, chunked up in there, and I'm like, no, you gotta get rid of that shit. And then I don't like hair in general on anybody, and that includes myself. Like, if I have, like, an intimate partner, I don't like them to have hair in their downstairs, and I don't like to have hair downstairs, so that kind of translates over as that I don't appreciate hair down there. I don't appreciate my partners to either. Or just trim it up. You don't have to be completely bald. Just trim it up a little bit, please. That's all I ask for. And then, let's see. It's very interesting to think about body hair in the aspect is that I kind of gauged, and people have asked me about when my facial hair started coming in, and how that tends to be kind of like puberty point markers, like, oh yes, like, you get really excited about this, like your first, like, some facial hair, and these are like markers of success on you successfully transitioning. But I feel that needs to be kind of changed around, because if you've started the process of transitioning and you're doing the process that you feel is right for your transition, then you should have markers every month based on other aspects rather than just facial hair. Like, I've known people to not have any facial hair for like 6 years on testosterone, and then boom, they just start getting more and more facial hair, more and more body hair after 6 years of being on testosterone. So, and I say that, facial hair, body hair, it's going to be probably slower than you want it to, so don't base your transition off your body hair or facial hair. You have to have other reasons for having success in your transition, like maybe even like your voice changing, or you get somebody does pronoun changes over really quickly, or something like that. There's so many other things that we could view as being successful in our transitions rather than just body hair. And I think that we need to recognize that a little bit more and not having these markers be about facial hair, especially, and then body hair and what that all entails. And that there are so many different expressions of gender out there where women, have more body hair than some males that I know, and vice versa. And so I think that just have fun with it, be patient, and do what you think is best for you and where you're at right now and your comfortability level based on like facial hair and body hair just in general. All right. So I'm going to cut this video off, guys, and I will see you next week. And if you guys have any questions or comments for me, go ahead and put them down below, and I will see you next Wednesday. Peace.